I just got in a debate on SW, and I really have to say, that it did encourage me to actually go and look some stuff up and before making this video and constructing, what I wanted to tell you and to show you in putting this together. But let me try to find exact article, that I'm talking about San Francisco. They basically are talking about the squalor in the city of San Francisco, and I've seen Paul Joseph Watson's just absolute assault of this city and such because he wants to prove the point that there's like satanic hippie people who worship Satan and smoke pot and whatever else they want to say about us and such that us and the policies that we believe in and such are ultimately like ruining the city of San Francisco, that us liberals have turned it into a shithole, and management of the city. What I want to know, you know obviously there is a problem with the condition of California streets. I'm not denying that. I mean, the streets of San Francisco are pretty fucking dirty. I will admit, and it definitely does need more effort to clean up. But the conclusion that they're trying to lead us to is that me being the radical leftist that I am, and have told you all that I am, and that this is perfectly transparent, has and the hatred that I have for the right and all that shit. Well, I'm just dead wrong about everything that I believe in, and you know, in what world is needles littering the streets a bigger problem than the HIV crisis that they've helped with? And I mean, like, pull up the article. You can see my screen, and the needles littering the streets. The city gave them out. So, you know, yes, yes, that's true. But I know that you've seen my stance on this issue. I know that you know that I'm in favor of these programs, and the status quo on the street is simply unacceptable. Well, I don't disagree with with the mayor on that. No needles on the streets. That sounds like a good goal. No doubt that goal is well accepted. But what wasn't mentioned is that the health department is the biggest source of the needles. It hands out an estimated 400,000 syringes a month through various programs aimed at reducing HIV health risks for drug users. The program began under Frank Jordan in 1993. It was originally billed as a needle exchange, but there never have been strict rules for returns, which maybe there need to be, and the number handed out has steadily climbed. In fiscal 2013 to 2014, for example, the health department records show the city handed out 3.3 million needles at a cost of 400,000. 397. 2 years later, it handed out 4.4 million needles at a cost of $523,363. Garcia said the program's goal of ensuring access to sterile syringes is intended to eliminate the transmission of blood-borne pathogens among the people who inject drugs and their sexual partners. Health department statistics show that the program appears to be working, at least on one level, and this is the level that is far more relevant than the squalor in the streets. In what kind of world has the squalor of the streets become the bigger issue than this? The number of new HIV infections among people who inject drugs in San Francisco has dropped from about 106 in 2010 to 38 in 2016. It seems that the policies that I embrace do exactly what I want them to do. They reduce the harm. Admittedly, there is some pollution that takes place as a result of those policies, and perhaps there needs to be more cleanup effort as a result, as well. If I were down there in San Francisco, I would definitely apply, and try to be one of the people cleaning up the streets myself, because I very vehemently believe in this program. So, I believe that it is worth contributing to the efforts. It's just that I'm not in San Francisco.